Hi boys and girls, so today we're going to do some more reviewing of our adverbs. The first one that we are going to be reviewing is good and well. As you remember when we talked about it in class, good is an adjective that describes a noun, and well is an adverb that talks about a verb. So if the word we are talking about is a noun, we use good. If the word we are talking about is a verb, we use well. So let's look at our first sentence. Jimmy is a blank basketball player. So we're talking about Jimmy as a player. Is player a verb or a noun? It is a noun. It's a thing. He is a thing. So we would be using good if we are talking about a noun and well if we are talking about a verb. So which word will we fill in? You can say it out loud. You can write it on your board. We would be using good. Our next sentence, I slept blank last night. So in this sentence, we are talking about how you slept. So is slept a noun? Is it a person, place, or thing? Or is it a verb, which is an action? It is a verb. So you can physically do it. You can sleep. So we use good when we're talking about nouns and well when we're talking about verbs. So which would we put into this sentence? I slept good last night or I slept well last night? We would use well. And our last one, Sally speaks. We're talking about the word speaks. How does she speak? Now, is speak a noun? Is it a person, place, or thing? Or is it an action? Is it a verb? It is a verb. So I'm going to give you the second to go ahead and fill in if we are using good or well. We are going to be using well because we are talking about a verb. All right. Our next activity or sentences that we are going to be going over is our negative words. Now remember, our negative words are words that have not, that have a contraction using not, or have the word never before a verb. So let's look at our first sentence. Kelly is not or isn't a good singer. Our contraction isn't is what we see using the negative word isn't, which also means is not. So go ahead and look at our second sentence. Terry didn't like the movie. I'm going to give you a second to either write your word down on the board or go ahead and say it out loud. What is our negative word? Our negative word is didn't, which means did, and then we see the word not. And lastly, you should not run in the house. Go ahead and point to it, say it out loud, or write it down on your whiteboard what our negative word is. And it is not. All right, so our negative words again are contractions that have the not in it, so is not, did not. The word not, or if you see the word never before a verb. And our last skill that we are going to be reviewing for today is the to, and to. So we have TWO, TOO, and TO. Now we have our TWO, which means the number 2, our TOO, which means also, and our TO means the direction, in the direction of. So if I read the first sentence. Jake is in the class, and then we would add 2. Would we add TWO as a number, TOO as an also, or TO? Go ahead and write it on your board, or go ahead and say it out loud. We are going to be using TOO. Jake is in the class also. I ate 2 cookies for dessert. So we're going to be talking about the number to. TOO is an also, or TO in the direction of. Go ahead and write it down. Say it out loud. And it is going to be TWO, the number. And the last one, I am going to the pool. Are we going to say TWO is a number? TOO is also, I am going also the pool? Or TO in the direction of? Go ahead and write it down. And the one we will be using is TO. All right, boys and girls, you can do the activity that has more practice with the skills. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know.